What's up, my fellow pipe smokers, practical jokers, and panty soakers? Yeah, it was a bit much, wasn't it? How the hell are you? I'm in rare form the last few days. I've had just a pretty damn good week. We're finally starting to get a break in the weather here. It's starting to act a little bit like summer. No, not summer, spring. Summer's just a wet dream at this point. I'll take spring though. So that's pretty cool. Did a catering event earlier this week. That went really well. Yeah. Finally got to see the lady friend for more than a few hours out of the week. That was pretty cool. Got to have some human interaction outside of work. But also, really the biggest reason I'm making this video is I just want to say thanks to somebody. I was given a very unexpected gift. It was this little guy right here. It's a Hardcastle smooth billiard. It was a gift from an Instagram follower. We've been following each other for the better part of this last year. We're just kind of similar dudes, I think. Just similar guys, similar interests. And he posted a picture of some pipes that he scored on the cheap. And I just commented like, hey man, that's a nice pipe. I like that billiard, you know. Smooth billiards are one of my favorites. And he sends me a message. Says, hey, give me your address and I'll send it to you. And he did. Not only did he send me this nice little pipe, he sent me a few tobaccos to go with it too. He sent me about enough to smoke about 2 bowls of each. I've only smoked one so far. The first was Sutliff Molto Dolce. It's an aromatic. Wasn't crazy about it, but I can talk about that another time. Another Squadron Leader. This one, just by smell, seems to be my favorite. Another Brown Sugar Flake. That sounds pretty interesting. So I'll come back to these tobaccos another time. And he sent me a nice pack of some cleaners. Really soft ones too. Really soft, very absorbent. They're not so good, like if you need a pipe that, you know, if you're trying to get some of that char out of the bowl, really, they're really good at getting like the condensation out of the stem. Also, since I've noticed I have a little bit of a trend going with these videos, and I'm just not the type to break tradition. I've got beer to try, and I bought it just because. I mean, look at this. It's called Crazy Brewski Imperial Pilsner. 15% alcohol, naturally fermented beer. Partially filtered, bottle conditioned, 15% alcohol, 16.9 fluid ounces. It's a Lithuanian beer. And, well, let's just get to it. That wasn't supposed to happen. My bad. I can just smell it. Just from opening. Ooh, starting to foam. This looks like something that should be drank out of the bottle, but I want to know what it looks like. Kind of hazy, deep amber color. I had a beer similar to this from Lithuania. It's probably made by the same people. Oh, wow. Get a lot of alcohol from it, but it's pretty smooth. It doesn't drink like a Pilsner. It's got a mouthfeel of an ale. It's like kind of creamy, which it shouldn't. Pilsners typically have the mouthfeel of a lager, really light, kind of watery, This is heavy. Okay. So that's the crazy brewski. So not only am I, on here to thank my friend. If you want to look him up on Instagram, I won't give out any information besides his handle, just AJ Libby. He's just a fellow pipe guy. If you want to check him out. Also, maybe somewhere in the comments, I'll put my IG page up. If you just want to follow that for any reason, it's not just dedicated to pipes. It's my personal page. You'll see a lot of music stuff on there, a lot of food stuff. Me being bored at work or on a day off, just whatever. But I'll put that somewhere on there. I also want to talk about another pipe I acquired somewhat recently. But before I do that, I'm dropping all sorts of shit tonight. Better get away from the glassware. The biggest reason I was just so excited about getting this pipe, which I don't remember if I said the make, it's by Hardcastle, which seems to be a company that takes seconds of other pipes, and then it's branded as Hardcastle for a lower price. I don't know how much they go for. Probably somewhere in the $25, $35 range. I can see a few little nicks and imperfections in the briar, so I can see why it didn't go as something higher. But so far, I like it because it so much replicates my favorite pipe, my very favorite pipe in my collection. Sometimes when I smoke, I say, I really like this one because this is my favorite. This is a Middleton Selber from sometime in the 30s. This is one of my first estate pipes. Made in England, London, England. This one's made in London too, much more recently. But there's just something about this pipe that I just love. I love old things. I love history. I don't know how many people have owned this before me, what they did with their life. It just really interests me. So I don't smoke this one very often. And if it were to burn out or something, it would break my twisted little heart. So now that I have one that's the exact size and shape, that I can smoke more often, I still kind of get that feel out of it. So smoking some Sutliff medium English in this right now. Something about an English blend and an English pipe, I suppose. Anyways, now that I've talked about those two, I'd like to talk about a third, which I said I would talk about before, but I never got around to. In my last video, I talked about a Mr. Brog pipe, and how I said it was my second. Well, here's my first. It's the number 14 Churchwarden. I paid about $25 for it. And I suppose I just got it out of novelty. I read some reviews that said the stem wasn't very durable. I'm like, yeah, whatever, it doesn't have to be. I'm not going to take it anywhere. I'm just going to smoke it at home. And I smoked it a couple of times with mixed results for different reasons. And the lady was over the other day, and we were watching, what was it? The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug. And what better time to bust out a Churchwarden than when you're watching film from one of Tolkien's works, And I gotta say, I don't really like it. I haven't given up on it yet, but the size of the bowl, it seems that, you know, like when you're having trouble keeping it lit or burning too fast or something, you just keep puffing away and not really enjoying it. You seem to just burn up the little bit of tobacco that goes in there. Also, look at that, how narrow that is on the mouthpiece. And when you have, like, what, about 6 inches, 6-7 inches for that smoke to travel, that's a very narrow port. It also came with some people call it a stinger, some people call it a condenser, just a little conical piece that fits between the stem and the shank. Or is that the shank? I'm not sure. That could be the wrong word, I'm sorry. But, so the first time I smoked it was with that. Difficult smoke. And then I took that out and smoked it for a little while, and I think I started to get the hang of it. But then this last time, I think I tried a different tobacco in it. And what's funny is, you know, if you change types of tobacco that you're not used to, they all pack differently, they burn differently, so you can't really expect the same experience. So I haven't given up on it yet, but I'm not crazy about it either. I'm going to give it some time. Also, the bowl seems to get fairly warm, and since this isn't a clincher, you know, I mean, look at this stem. That's real bendy, very flexy, but it's not a clencher. You're not gonna. You shall not pass. Picking up random kitchen utensils. So it's gonna sit in your hand. If the bowl gets hot, that can be kind of not fun. I like the way it holds, the way it's very casual. It's a nice couch pipe. Just works up. But I'm gonna try and drill that out a little bit, ream it, something. So I haven't given up on it yet. It's just not my favorite. Not my favorite. And what else can I talk about? Do I need to talk about anything else? Are you tired of me yet? I don't know. Let me ponder that for a moment. There we go. Nice little plume of smoke there, huh? What's new with you guys? Anything fun? Anything interesting? Let me know. I do rather like the commentary. It's funny, when I first started the channel, I mean, it's a very young one. It's not even a year old. But, like, I'm talking, like, first few weeks, I'd get kind of discouraged. Like, well, shit, I don't have any subscribers. I don't have anybody talking to me. This sucks. So then I got away from it for a few months, which was kind of stupid. So then, like, oh, look, you still have people subscribing to you bit by bit. You know, I get about 1 or 2 more per video, which I guess that's just kind of a pissing contest, but I like having more followers because I have more people to interact with. So that's a thought. Well, that's probably all I got to ramble about. I'm just gonna get back to my crazy brewski. it just feels like something that's drank out of the bottle. This is probably what, like, 14-year-old Lithuanian kids are trying to score. Trying to get their friend to buy them beer. This is what they want. So it's high gravity as all hell. Doesn't even taste that bad. If you're a Bud Light drinker, I don't suggest you try it, though. You'd have to drink like 15 of those, what you get out of that. Oh, now I'm just turning it into a pissing contest, aren't I? Well, I think that wraps it up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thank you to my Instagram friend, AJ Lippy, for this great pipe and for this tobacco. And thank you for being a friend. Whatever. I'm out of here. I'll catch you guys, later. Okay? Whatever. Get ready for an awkward farewell. Until next time, Southside Pipe.